Hey, hi guys. How was your day? How was your day? How was school? How was what do we call it? Work?
What?
Yeah. How was your day?
Oh, so busy as well. I just I just finished
Mm-hmm.
of my guitar class.
Mm-hmm.
Today's guitar class.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you had another class today.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Manami, how was school? Are you on break?
Yeah,
Ah,
as usual.
okay. So you remember last week I asked you one question about something good or something new that happened in the last 24 hours. So, Manto.
Something good.
Yeah, or something new that happened in the last 24 hours.
I don't think it's not something special, but I changed my guitar lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's great to change a guitar teacher, because I think he teach a lot of things that I want to learn.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it's a good change.
Ah,
That's great.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Manami?
I have nothing special.
Really?
It just as usual.
So nothing happened. Nothing new happened today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's start our lessons then.
How was your hair teacher?
My?
So cool.
Oh, my hair.
Yeah, so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You do it by yourself?
No,
No?
my friend in Ehime helped me out before I came back. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so let's start today's lesson. It's a continuation of the homework that you guys did. So you remember? So I think you should open your homework, so we can talk more about it. So the topic of today is how to improve your daily decision making. So the top 4 cognitive biases you should avoid. So do you remember the 4?
The self-serving bias,
Yeah.
cognitive fluency,
Yeah.
sunk cost fallacy,
Mm-hmm.
the confirmation bias. Disorder.
Yeah. So, Manto, could you explain a little bit about the top 4 cognitive biases according to your
My homework.
Yeah.
Okay. The first is the self-serving bias,
Mm-hmm.
which means that we make excuses on our failure instead of admitting that it's our mistake. The second is the cognitive fluency, which means that it sounds right. Therefore, we make decisions without thinking. The third is the sunk cost fallacy, which means that we don't have courage to restart it or to accept our loss. The fourth is the confirmation bias, which means that we only trust what we believe.
Okay. Manami, what about you? Could you explain in your own words? Yeah?
Okay, self-saving bias, it means we tend to make decisions to keep our pride from hurting. We attribute any success to ourselves and fairer to the external situation. So in the case that we have to take responsibility, we often hesitate to take first step. Cognitive fluency, it means we are influenced by how easy or fluent problems and names of stuffs are. The more familiar sound, the more we tend to choose. Sunk cost fallacy, it means we are unwilling to lose something even though we know we don't need it anymore. Our mind is often stuck in past time. Confirmation bias, it means we only seek evidence which supports our belief. We are not conscious about contradicting evidence, and we are very easy to think our belief is right.
Yeah. So, Manami, Manto, do you have any questions according to Manami's explanation?
No, it's great.
I think that your explanations are almost similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I only have one question in that. So yes or no questions, or from that first part. So the first question, just a moment. The first question is it hard for you to prevent cognitive biases in your daily life? Is it hard for you? Is it hard for you to prevent cognitive biases in your daily life? Manto.
Prevent. How to prevent?
Yeah, to prevent, like to
Overcome?
Yeah, to overcome or to try and keep off or something like that.
I think it's not the question is not it's not hard because we don't realize that it's the biases at that time, I guess.
Yeah. So do you face such according to the 4 cognitive biases, do you face any of them in your workplace or at school? I think that was one of the questions in your homework.
Yeah.
So do you face it?
Do I face it means how do I overcome? Or
like do you face it, or are you influenced by it when you're at work? Manto?
I don't know where.
I think it was number 3 in your homework. Number 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
number 3.
Yes, like are you influenced by it, and could you explain how?
Number 3?
Yes.
No. Which one? Do you have anyone who can call you out? This one?
No. I'm saying the question is, when you're at your workplace, are you influenced by cognitive biases? Like, do you have any colleagues or any workmates who have any of the 4 cognitive biases and tend to influence how you work and stuff?
No.
No?
I don't know. No. I don't think
Really?
so.
Or not your boss even?
But your what?
Your boss? Like your...
Oh, you mean following my boss?
Yeah, because he might have maybe a different opinion compared to you. So sometimes maybe you want to do something and he has a different opinion, and he does not want to follow what you think. He wants you to keep, like, to follow his way. I think that's one of the cognitive biases according to your explanation. Yeah. Was it self-serving bias? I think so. Yeah. So the self-serving bias. I think most bosses have that one. Yeah, I think so. What about you, Manami?
Actually, while the video, I agree with the idea, but I cannot find any story concerning for cognitive biases. Yeah, so maybe I have it, but
you can.
But I don't realize it.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, today I wanna make sure Chacha have second one.
Yeah. You
said I told you before.
You said Chacha has the second one, the cognitive fluency.
Cognitive fluency. Because Chacha by something so easy, like houses or her marriage, she decided so easy. So maybe she decided it sounds good, so I'll be by it like that. I think so. So I want to make sure, but she's not here.
Yeah, she won't join us today, but I will make sure she knows. So you said Chacha has cognitive fluency.
Yeah.
What do you think Manto has?
Wait.
It's hard to say, right? Because I'm here.
Yeah. No, you can say.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but because Manto and I is thinking hard when we buy something, so we don't have much cognitive fluency, and I don't hear any situation to think about some cognitive fallacy or confirmation bias, so I cannot say anything.
Okay, what about you, Manto? What do you think, Manami?
About me?
Yeah, about Manami.
I think it's not easy to find out a story about both of these biases. I think it's hard because we don't realize it after we face the consequence. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. I don't think Miami has those bias.
Okay. Manami, you're safe. Okay. Another question. Have you ever believed something which was completely false or wrong? Have you ever found yourself believing in something which is false?
Hard.
Maybe someone gave you an advice and you know it's wrong, but you just decided to believe something.
No.
No?
No.
Oh. Okay. Manami and you? No?
No, maybe.
Or maybe you didn't realize it was false until after.
Yeah.
Have you ever found yourself in such situations, Manta? Maybe you didn't know it was wrong, but afterwards you realized it.
I think it's in my workplace because I should comply. because I have to follow my boss
Mm.
decision.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that was wrong, but I have to follow it. I don't have choice, I think.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice. Okay. And Manami?
Tough question.
Tough question.
In the case of discussion,
Mm-hmm.
like there are many people and there are to discuss, and I have another side, but many people think other one is great or right.
Mm-hmm.
I have to follow it, even though I think it's wrong. If that makes sense?
So if many people think the decision is right, you just follow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
If you don't follow you will get a peer pressure.
I think that's peer pressure. When we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of similar.
That's serious. You might get into trouble if you do that. I think
What?
so. I think you can get into trouble if you follow, like, if you do that. There Manami is saying, like, if many people think the decision is right, I have to follow.
Yes.
I think maybe it's risky.
It's what?
Risky.
Risky.
Risky, yeah.
Risky. Yeah. Might be risky.
And we have to, when we have to make one decision, then it goes the many people for it.
Oh, like you vote? You take a vote?
Yeah, when we do it, then, yeah.
Peer pressure.
Okay. So maybe in that situation you have like two choices and you take a vote and decide on one.
Then we have to follow it.
Like the story you said about the poster.
Yeah.
Could you tell Manto the story?
Poster.
Yeah. I worked with someone who has a very strong self-saving bias. Yeah. And okay, it was school festival week, and we are making a big poster. Then we have to make an original picture to make a big poster. And there are two decisions. And I'm in the one side, and the other girl is one side. Then she's a poster maker. So she writes the original picture, one of them. So she's very willing to make the picture to a big poster. But we are completely separated about the decision. So we take a vote. Then mine is going to decide.
Yours was selected?
Yeah. So then she quit to make a poster with ours. So even she stopped coming to school.
Oh.
So I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, I asked her to make a poster with us, but she didn't answer at all. And yeah, she just quit coming to school. Then after finishing the poster making week, she come to school again.
Oh.
So I thought it's her self-saving bias.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pasted your story.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in such a situation, Manto, how do you think Manami should have handled the situation?
I'm still understanding it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
What is poster? What
It's a big picture?
big picture?
Yeah.
Like the ones they
What?
use for advertisement?
Yeah, like
The 80?
Yes? So, pardon, Manto, what did you ask?
kind of that picture.
Oh. Will you stop it making? Oh. Oh.
Mm.
So it means the designer can accept your decision of the picture, right?
Pardon?
It means there are a designer who cannot accept your picture, your poster.
Yeah.
Oh.
She couldn't accept my picture, and then mine was elected, so she stopped coming to school.
It's a classmate.
Yeah.
It's a classmate.
Yeah.
Why did she have to have this strong temperature?
Temper?
Temper, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because of this, yeah.
So I
she's
thought-
the self-serving bias.
Yeah.
Ego.
Right?
Ego person. Yeah.
Exactly. Huge
Yes.
ego. Yeah. So, Manto, how do you think Manami should have handled that situation?
I think Miami is right, so I think it's okay because someone just cannot overcome their bias or ego.
So you should, okay. Okay. So, what do you think is the biggest cognitive bias people usually have? I think I asked this question during homework. Yes.
Yeah.
Manto.
I can't find it. Which because I think it's the confirmation bias in which people only trust what they believe.
What about
Like-
you? Okay. Yes, like?
No, like the designer who cannot accept. No, sorry. That's all.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Manami?
I think it depends on person. Like in my story, the designer has a very strong self-serving bias. I believe Checha has cognitive fluency bias. So it depends on the person.
Okay. Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's sometimes good to have this bias because you have your you have your thought, you have your mind to decide something or do something. You won't let anyone to influence you. I think.
So it's good to have, like to have your own opinions and go and what is it? Follow it or something.
Good to have. Yeah.
Wait, it's good to have your own opinion. Sorry. Your own opinion, and not just follow everyone's opinion, but it's good to make your own choices at times, right? Okay. Manami, I gave you a homework.
Mhm.
Yeah, so does the environment influence your biases? That was the question. And you were
Yeah.
supposed to explain how.
Yeah, I think yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the video says,
Mm.
in the video, they explain 4 cognitive biases, and then they show suggestion, right?
Mm.
The first self-savings bias, they say the friend is a good way to overcome self-saving bias, right? So in that case, friends is environment. So I think it works. So the environment influence our own bias. So yeah, the answer is yes.
Oh, okay. So you say the environment influences biases. Okay.
Yeah.
Manto, any questions? Or any
No.
comments regarding
No, I
that
think
question?
it's of course the yes answer. Because like environment or family make what we are. Sometimes, I guess.
Okay. So, and how can we overcome it?
Yeah, you need a friend.
A friend? What do you mean?
I don't know. I think I cannot overcome it because I think maybe I'm the self-serving bias. I just think what is right. Yeah, I just go for it. I won't listen to anyone. I will listen, but I won't follow their decision.
So you listen, but you'll decide if it's right or wrong, and choose either to follow or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, those are very good opinions and suggestions. I really like those. So there's a quote here. I would like you to tell me what you think of it. It says, life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. It's by John C. Maxwell. So what do you think of this quote? What do you understand by this quote?
Definitely right.
Mm-hmm. Could you explain why?
Because every moment we decide everything. Even we decide what to eat, what to wear. So, and of course the big one is what to work for, or what's your next step of your future. Yeah. So choices makes me every choice. Yeah.
So every choice makes you. Okay. Okay, Manami, sorry, what about you?
Yeah, I think this same as Manto.
Could you explain?
yeah, even though we are influenced by environment or these cognitive biases, we make decisions, and that decision make our life. So, yeah, the choice you make makes you. Yeah.
Choice you make makes it. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I think the choices you make defines you as a person. So, yeah, I think the quote is a very nice quote. There's another one here. There's another quote. Let me just send. It says, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever. Kerry Russell. What do you think of this quote? Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever.
Really?
Well, yeah, like for example, the question I asked last week about if your friends like influenced you, if you're in a mall and your friends like insisted that you buy something and you knew it was wrong, but because you want to remain in that crew, you decide to buy. So
sorry,
I'm saying the question I asked last week, do you remember? Like if you're in a mall and your friends insisted you buy something, but you know it was wrong, I asked you what you would do. So in such a situation, like that seems like a small decision to make, but the decision you make, either to follow your friends or not, might change your life. So if maybe you decide to buy the drugs, and you can become an addict. If you decide not to buy them, you can be sober and stuff, but maybe you will lose your friends, and of which that's not a big deal. So that, I think that's how I can explain that quote. So what do you think of it, Manto? You seem not to agree.
Yeah, I think in this situation that buying drugs seems, it does change my life. But I don't think so. Smallest decisions can really change my life forever, because we still can fix it when we want. I think nothing cannot be fixed. Still can go the right way.
So you say
fix the wrong decision.
So you say nothing cannot be fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. Manami, do you agree?
Yeah, but I think the definition of smallest is different.
How do you?
From person to person.
Okay, what's your definition?
For me, like, I buy this book or this book. It's a smallest decision. But in the case of drug, it's a big decision because it's so bad. And for me, to buy a house or not, it's big decision. But for Chacha, it's so smallest decision, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends on the definition of smallest decision.
Okay. So do you think smallest decisions can change your life forever in your definition of small?
No, because it's small.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think you have a point. Depends from person to person. So maybe. But what if you keep on making the wrong decisions, no matter how small they are? Wouldn't it change your life at the end? Like the small, if you keep on making small mistakes every time, wouldn't it change your life at the end?
Don't notice I'm adding the small mistakes, the life goes bad. But no matter when, but I realize I'm making something wrong. I can change my life better.
Oh, so if you don't notice, you keep on making small mistakes, your life might be ruined. Okay. Manta, you agree?
Yeah, agree.
Okay, so let's move on to the next part, which is the short presentation. 1 minute presentation. 1 minute presentation about when I was influenced by cognitive biases. So I think Manami, you gave us your story, but maybe you can think of another one. It's okay. I will give you time. So Manto, we can start with you as Manami thinks of another incident.
When I was.
Yeah. So just 1 minute. Not
It's so hard. When I was first. No.
Maybe at home, by your friends or by your boss or by your colleagues. Just 1 minute. Or when it can be also you. Maybe you influence someone by your cognitive biases.
Your story.
No?
Okay. It's not a homework, the third one.
Pardon?
It's not a homework, the third one homework.
It's the third one actually. It's question number 3.
Question number 3?
Yeah.
So I can just read my answer.
Sure.
Yeah. Actually, thinking about it, I cannot find a cognitive biases from above, but I'm sure I do have those biases sometimes. It's just that I cannot figure it out. Anyway, for example, lots of people think if you want to learn guitar, you need to learn it as a child. I think it's bias. I think it's just more like a miss. It's miss. Yeah. Indeed, if you are a child and you have lots of spare time to play guitar, but you don't really like to play guitar, then you won't put your heart into it. Otherwise, as an adult, we know we love to play guitar, then we will practice it harder. So don't let bias affect our decisions. Just go for it.
Okay. Manami, any comments, suggestions?
Yeah, I think we are very similar. I can figure out what is a example of cognitive bias, and I want to be same. Yeah, so we are so similar.
Okay. Have you thought of any other story? No.
No, but it's so small.
Mm-hmm.
It's
okay.
not that serious, but like I have decision of buying 2 chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chocolate. And then when I have heard this chocolate in commercial, then I will buy this one, I think. So in that case, I have cognitive fluency. Does that make sense?
So you had a decision of buying 1 or 2 chocolates.
Yeah.
And you made.
Sorry, I have to put my computer off battery.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Problem. So you had a decision of buying 1 or 2 chocolates, and you made your decision based on an advert.
Yeah. And then I think I have cognitive fluency bias. Yeah, because it sounds good.
So, well, yeah, it might be in a cognitive fluency, or also just being, what do we say, like the way we talked about last week, being influenced to make decisions by other factors.
Oh, yeah, environment.
Yeah, by the environment. You remember we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it's cognitive fluency.
Yeah, maybe it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I can have. Okay, cognitive fluency. Okay. So, Manto, any comments or regarding Manami's cognitive fluency? We now know which type of bias Manami has. She has cognitive fluency. Any comments?
No.
Okay. So, if I may ask, what do you really, in an honest opinion, like without like trying to be courteous or anything, but what do you really feel about cognitive biases, in true honesty?
What do we think about cognitive biases?
Yeah, like, do you think it's a good thing to have, or if you had a chance to change, would you change it? Manta?
Me?
Yes.
What do I think or feel? I think it's question 2, right?
Yeah.
I think this video talks about almost everyone's bias. I think it's humans inherently. We believe unconsciously blind sometimes, and we never figure it out as always. Even though somebody told me that I'm wrong, I will probably stick my decision because we don't like to change or to restart it. We are afraid if the new start is worse. We don't know, and sometimes we cannot encourage ourselves to give it a chance to change.
So if you had a chance to change that type of cognitive biasness, would you do it?
I will change. I will change.
Okay. Manami, what do you think?
I think these cognitive biases right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're within us.
Mm.
We all have it, but actually we don't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's okay to have it.
It's okay to have it. So you will not.
Yeah,
You will not want to change anything.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manto,
If
do you agree with Manami, or do you feel like she's wrong?
I think it's okay because sometimes somebody just like to stay where they are, to stay in a comfortable environment. Yeah, so it's okay to without changing. It's life. You can do everything.
Okay, so how do you think people can make better decisions? Like, can you come up with an idea of how you think someone can make better decisions?
Okay. I think in the case of my friend, in the case of poster making, she had too strong self-savings bias. So in the case of her, I think she should change her opinion. So she has to notice she have these cognitive, but to overcome the cognitive bias, we have to be logical, I think. In the case of, we have to think, in the case of, we have to strong saving bias, we have to do this thing. And we have, in the case of the process, we have to do like that. So we have to be logical, but we are humans, so we don't have to be logical all the time. So if we notice we have cognitive bias, we can overcome, depends on the situation. So,
so the
important thing is
to accept,
to know, to notice we have it.
Yeah. So the first thing is to accept that we have it, and then try to change from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Manto, any comments?
I think it's in her case, she didn't know. It's not she didn't know. I think it's she cannot accept others' opinion. Just who she is. I think it's just she cannot accept it at all. Yeah, even she knows she has the cognitive biases. I think she cannot change. Because, yeah.
So, Manto, for such a person, how would you advise her? How would you advise such a person?
No, I will give her up.
You
that might be saying. Yes, because she just an ego person, so I cannot change her.
So, if she was your friend, you would just give up on the friendship?
Yeah, and find another friend. No. It depends on the situation.
Oh my goodness.
If it's not a big problem, so it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we are not fit to this issue, so it's fine. Just over it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, that was interesting.
I have a lot of friends.
Really?
Always
Me too.
change friends.
I'm not so sure. But okay, we'll believe that. Okay, let's see if we have one more question. Okay, I think that's about it for the question. So the last part is we can discuss about the homework and the private class. So I did not send the homework yesterday, but I'll send it today, and you can submit it on Thursday. By Thursday.
Okay.
So I'll give you time until Thursday. You can submit it, and then
Okay.
we can proceed with the private class as usual on Friday. So
Okay.
Manto, you start, and then Manami, and then Chacha.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's Friday.
yeah, on Friday. So I will write the time.
Okay.
I'll write the time after the class, and I will send the homework link
Okay.
after
Okay.
the class, so you can submit on Friday. Okay, so last question. What are your thoughts about this overall class? Like any last comments about this topic?
I think it's hard. It's a hard topic to
Mm-hmm.
discuss, but it can make ourselves to think about the more different mind.
To have
You
a
know.
deeper mindset. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's hard. It's hard actually, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Manami.
Yeah, me too. It's so hard topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I agree with the idea, but I cannot find any story about myself. Yeah, so it's so hard.
Maybe if you reflect, like from the discussions we've had, you can be able to maybe point out which type of biasness that you have, which type of the cognitive biases you have. Because I think everyone has at least one of them, but it's hard for us to accept that we do. But like you said, no one is perfect, so yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we definitely have it. So it's just, you just have, like you said, Manami, you just have to sit and just reflect and be able to accept the type of cognitive biases you have, and if you feel you can change, you can change. But as for Manto, I don't think she will. Manto, maybe you have the first one, but not too bad, but you do. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so what did you learn in today's class? Let's just finish up. What did you learn in today's class? Manami? What did you learn about Manto?
Sharing.
What did you learn today about Manto in today's class?
What did I learn?
Yeah.
Is we are so similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's so interesting to sharing our opinions. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay. Manto?
It's great to hear from high school student opinion of this topic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, it was nice having this class with you today. So I'll see you on Friday in private class, and we'll send the link of the homework, and you can all have a good night.
Okay.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.